I came here to ski for a winter in 1979 and got sucked into the vortex, found out how beautiful it was. Not just the skiing, but the summer opportunities were amazing. Just everything about Rossland really appealed to me and my family. And we just always found it and felt like it was home. The first race was in 1897. Olis Jelnes, a Norwegian miner. And the ski world, I think that what happened was that there were so many miners working on Red Mountain and when gold was discovered here that they really wanted something fun to do, and that the Norwegian culture brought skiing to the area, and that's where skiing started. So the lift was installed first lift in 1947 at the same time that this lodge was constructed. And this lodge was a compressor building at one of the mines in Rossland, and it was moved up here by a group of volunteers that were core skiers and outdoor people. And that's really when skiing took off. And I think to a large extent, it was really done for the people that lived here. There was smelting happening, there was mining activity, and they kind of looked at it, okay, if we're going to be here in the winter and working, we need something that's going to be fun to do. And it was all really about the locals. Right? It's about everybody that was here. And that's kind of how we ended up being part of it, and how we feel and think about it. We think about ourselves being more stewards and custodians, but the social, the cultural, environmental aspects that were started by the early pioneers are really important to us. And it was our job to try to take a look at it and say, okay, you know what, we're actually moving from a industrial bed base, and Rossland's moving from an industrial bed base into part of it being a tourism economy. And how do we do that, and how do we maintain the culture that's here? We now participate in a responsible stewardship program with other ski resorts in the Canada West Skier Association. And part of that responsible stewardship program is to endeavor to reduce all of our impact on waste streams. We've got conventional construction methods happening at the base area, but what we've been experimenting with is modular, and that's, I think, a big piece of the waste stream and reliability in terms of what that product looks like. We love the form and character of the drop structure, so that's what led us to using them for fills. So when that happened, it was a hit. Everybody liked it, and the runs are fun. They roll nicely. It's a really fantastic ski experience. We had a food cart up at the bottom of Gray, and when the Gray chair was installed, we put the food cart up there with a deck, and keeping the food cart and putting the modules separated enough that there was a big deck space in between them was something we felt that, and again, the mean temperature here is only -5, so in the winter it's quite a usable space as opposed to just building a complete lodge. And it's been a hit. I think it was the form. I think more than anything, some people we know had constructed a couple of drop structures here, and the form was just super appealing, and the idea blossomed by, we're a lot about people, and we struck a good relationship, good conversations, the price point was good, and in this industry, if you can, be constructing a facility, commercial or otherwise, in a factory while you're putting in all the foundations, that was a big thing for us because it was kind of a late idea, let's do it sort of at the end of the ski season or mid-ski season. We knew we had a lot of work to do to get the site prep and the foundations in place and the programming and take the old food cart and refurbish it. So we had a lot to do on our side, so the ability to have another group of people build the unit seemed like an ideal scene for us. But it was, the reliability in terms of what you're going to get, and cost surety as well. I think every ski town has a unique culture. It just does, and the people that are there are, you know, part of the community fabric. But the cultural piece of this community is amazing, and they're not afraid to tell you, you know, what to do, which is, I think, universal in the ski world. But they're just a bunch of very interesting, respectful folks that care about this place so much. And you can see from the photos in Rafters Bar that there are just there's such a history with the people that founded the place in the first place, and they continue to evolve.